Alright, we're doing this live. So this is the first live. Did some more upgrades today. So we're going to see how this works. I got 2 mics set up here. Get the chat open. And we'll get on to cooking. Today we're going to do leftovers because this is kind of a test run. And get the chat popped open. Nice and big. Pop open the chat. Boom. Then we're going to do this number right here. Eventually I'll have 4 monitors on this system. Right now it's just 3. Alright, so let's do a cutting board. There. So we're doing leftovers. I got some deer meat here. And some sweet potatoes and potatoes. And we also have some rice that I don't normally eat, but I didn't want to throw it away. So this is what we're working with here. This is deer venison, sweet potatoes and potatoes, and some really sugar spiking rice right there. We're going to switch our overhead here. All of our switchers are working good. That's a bonus. Now all we need is the proper utensils. Like that right there. So, of course we can't use that without putting butter down. So the music's probably loud. I'm going to turn that down now that I see that on the mixer. We're going to turn down Poker Face. Right around there. There we go. Now Poker Face is not yelling. So how does the mic sound? I know it sounds echoey. I'm going to also work on my switcher. So right now, that's just the front mic. That should not be so echoey. So that should sound better. We got some good grass-fed butter. This is the butter I like right here. I'll show you the butter and the cheese that I prefer. So we're working with this grass-fed butter and this for the cheese. They're both grass-fed. They're not from the States. That's what they say, at least. And that's what I prefer. It's that right there. So we're going to let this heat up there a little bit. Like I said, I didn't want to throw the rice away, but I bought this about a year or 2 ago, or 3. We'll just go ahead and use it all up. This is leftover cooking right now. I did an official cooking video that I recorded yesterday, but that one's been blocked already. It got blocked, and I'm guessing because I'm going to add a little distilled water in here because this rice is a little bit dry. There, so I'm assuming the video got blocked because I'm going to read the chat here in a second. I see Hot Dam's in there. Because I was playing shorts on somebody else's channel, so it got blocked. We also have a left camera view there. So we got 3 cameras. We have the cutting board. We have the overhead. And then we have a left. So just in case I get a phone call, I got my Nokia. I don't know if you've seen these, but yeah, this thing still works. Not. Alright, so anyway, yeah, it got blocked in most countries, and I don't understand why. So we got Andy in the chat, we got Pete. I'm going to take my headphones out of queue here, my mic. Boom. Alright, so we got Rob Can Van, we got Pete, Deborah Jeffries, Sonia, G-Gab, Sun Honey, Hot Damn, I already said that, Lori, Lisa, Daniel, Gloria, and John Paul, rock and roll. So I got the chat right down here. You can't see it, but it's on the 3rd monitor. I'm also going to have an overall kitchen cam. I do actually have an overall kitchen cam. I just don't have it set up in my scene yet. So we're going to heat this rice up a little bit more and bring it back to life. I don't recommend eating rice, but it's just something I didn't want to waste. This is a leftover cooking stream. How's it going, Thomas RC? So I need a mic check. Can y'all at least understand me? I'm using the webcam mic right there. I don't have a Rode mic. Eventually I'm going to be fancy and get a Rode mic. While that's heating up, let's go ahead and grate some cheese. So we're going to do that on our plate. And I'm going to activate this other microphone just like that. So we're going to come over here and grate some cheese. It's not easy being cheesy. So if the mic sounds halfway decent, I know it's going to sound a little echoey because I'm using two mics to do this. And I don't have a way of setting up a scene to switch from mic to mic at this point. I'm just manually doing it. So right now we're hearing both mics. So you're going to hear a little echo. So this is the grass-fed cheese. And we're just going to put our venison and rice on a bed of grass-fed cheese. Or maybe we'll just put this with the potatoes, sweet potatoes. That's a little more cheese than I wanted, but that'll work. I never washed this, by the way. I washed it once when I bought it. You don't need to wash them if you're just grating cheese. It's mold anyway. It's just going to add to the flavor. A little pro tip, just put a paper towel around your cheese and it never goes bad, really. It keeps the moisture away. Another pro tip that Mechanic Eric mentioned yesterday is always warm your plate, whether it's in a toaster oven. You can stick it on top of a toaster. That's what I used to do, stick it on top of a regular toaster and then turn the toaster on and it warms the plate. It stops your food from getting immediately, the heat sink of the plate's cold, so your food gets cold. So we're going to use a little bit of this action here, Bragg and nutritional yeast. This actually has some beneficial stuff in it. We're just going to put that on top of the cheese right there. So now we got our plate ready, and whenever we're almost done cooking, we're going to set our plate right on top of the hot stove. Before I put my food on, the plate's going to heat up. So that's how that's going to work. All right, who else we got in the chat? Here we got Lori's World. How's it going? I'm planning on starting a cooking club, and the membership is going to be free, but there's one catch. You're going to have to do a short video at least once a month to be a monthly member. And if you do a shout out to the channel, I'm still working on the logistics of it as far as how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to call the club. Because somebody told me that I was in a club the other day, and I'm like, really? I don't know any of these people on YouTube, but I'm going to start a club now. So how much venison do we want here? Well, there's some good stuff. I don't really want to eat that much today. I'm just going to put about that. Tommy Temper is watching. Big shout out to Tommy Temper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this venison and rice up. I know y'all are just cringing, right? But trust me, it's going to be good. And then we'll heat up the potato right towards the end, because you don't really want to heat the potatoes too much. It's a lot of starch. So this is not normally what I would eat. I had some venison in the deep freeze, and I'm just heating these leftovers. And then tomorrow we're going to have an official cooking video day where I'm going to be cooking grass-fed beef and probably sweet potatoes. So big shout out to Tommy Temper. I don't know if you got me up on one of your screens there, but I've been lurking all morning for the most part. And yeah, there's still a lot of drama going on out there. So I'm still figuring out the club membership name, if it's going to be the Leftover Club or what it's going to be called. But it's going to be a free club as long as you give me a shout out on one of your shorts on your channel and somehow talk about the club name. Then I will have you going across the banner somewhere on the cooking stream. So you'll be featured on the banner. Mechanic Eric already gets an official honorary 1 month free in the club. Remember, it doesn't cost any money. The admission is a short with a shout out to the cooking videos, or the channel basically. And the reason why he gets an honorary free membership is because he had the pro tip that I do all the time, and that's setting your plate on the stove or toaster oven or preheating it some way to keep your food from getting cold. And another pro tip is I only eat off of this Corningware stuff. And the reason why I only eat off Corningware is because you can put it in the oven, you can put it in the toaster oven, you can set it on the stove. This is also Corningware, and it doesn't crack. You cannot set regular old bowls and stuff on a stove. They will crack, especially if you go from cold to hot too fast, or hot to cold will crack it quicker. So there's a little kitchen tip. Alright, so we got a little sizzle action going here. It's going to brown the rice a little bit. This is a little bit more than I would normally eat, but I just wanted to get rid of the rice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add a little bit of butter. We're going to lower our heat. And when I say a little butter, I mean a lot. So we're going to let that butter just kind of melt off into the side of the pot over here. This is grass-fed butter with salt. And then we're going to put some of the more blood sugar spiking sweet potatoes and potatoes right here. I don't normally have this much carb action, but we'll just leave it just like that. This is a sweet potato and potato mixture. This is venison, organic potatoes, and sweet potatoes. Still got to improve the lighting, but this is the first test run of the studio setup. So in the chat, type, hey, we got Nitro Freak in the chat. Who else we got in here? Big shout out to Nitro Freak. Is Nightbot showed up yet? Has anybody seen Nightbot? She's sleeping on the job. Let's see, Nitro Freak. Let's see, where does that go? Is that your channel? All you have to do is type in link in the chat there, Nitro Freak, and it will link to your channel. The easy way to do it. Let's test it out here. Let's go back. Let's type in link and see what we got going on here. We got Zed's Place in the chat. I might have to call Nightbot here and text her with my, yep, so Nightbot's on job. She's up, ready to go. So if you want to promote your channel and you're blue, you can do that. If you're not blue, remember, I do not have mods on my channel. I only have promotional wrenches. So whenever you have a blue on your name, that means you can promote your channel. But there's going to be a cooking club that I'm working on, and the membership's going to be free. You're just going to have to post a short on your video that promotes the channel, that says something about FryTV. You can be creative. I would prefer 1 minute short would be fun. How's it going there, Poco Rossi? Don't you have a channel too? Pretty sure you do, because I'm on your panels every now and then, right? I'm going to your channel. I'm going to chunk you a wrench. Yeah, so let me go grab the wrench, Poco Rossi, and we'll get you hooked up with a moderator. Okay. And I'm probably missing a lot of other people. So, Poco Rossi, this is a promotional wrench here. And don't leave it out in the rain. I'm going to chunk it to you. By the time it gets to you, it's going to turn blue. Isn't that magical? And then you can drop a link in the chat to your channel, and everybody can go check out your content. Now, when you go to somebody else's channel to connect with them, leave a comment on one of their videos. And that way, they know that to say, hey, I found you from Fry, and then we can start building the network like what Nitro Freak has been doing a lot too, and AAP and all those guys. So when you connect with other channels here, I'm going to chunk your wrench. There you go. You should be blue. Don't leave it out in the rain. So like I said, this is just a quick leftover stream here. This is a trial run. There'll be normal cooking streams. I won't be doing leftovers. This is just stuff that I wanted to do on the first stream. Rock and roll. So just type link in the chat now, Pokerossi, and I got a microphone that's echoing. There we go. A lot better now. And if anybody else has a channel, let's see, feel good button right over there. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. We got J-Pole. Give shout out to Tommy Temper. That's how I found you. Yeah, Tommy Temper's in here. Tommy Temper, type link in the chat if you're restreaming me. Big shout out to Tommy Temper. Like I say all the time, when I'm working, I'm lurking. And I don't have time to do my daily live streams like Tommy does. So I will be live streaming my cooking because that's when I'm away from work. And there'll be probably 30 to 40 minute live streams. This one is a little bit shorter because I'm just doing leftovers today. That's going to be the way I wanted to do it for my first live. And supposedly Katie is working on a spoon holder because right now I'm using a butter dish. So she's making a spoon holder out of the glass work that she does. And big shout out to Katie. And there'll be a spoon holder that has the something to do with FryTV glasswork. So that will be featured on the cooking videos on my channel. So if y'all have any idea of the name of the cooking club, okay, Belt Loop, I'm pretty sure I'm on your panels now too lately. Go to the channel. I'm going to be handing some, yeah, so remember, if somebody's in blue here, there's no moderators on the channel. This is just promotional wrenches only. So Belt Loop, here's your promotional wrench. Do not leave it out in the rain. I'm going to chunk it to you. So give me a second here. I'm not sure how far away you live, but I'm going to have to chunk it really far. So here we go. It should get to you. By the time it gets to you, it's going to be blue. Don't leave it out in the rain. And that's so you can type link into the chat. Belt Loop, when you type link, your link will show up because Nightbot's on the job and people can check you out. And remember, when you go check out these other channels and see what kind of content they have, make sure you leave a comment, hit the bell, ring the bell, and click it, select all so you know when they go live, because a lot of these channels go live, like Nitro Freak and all those guys. Make sure you do that with Tommy Temper. If you're not familiar with Tommy Temper, can somebody post Tommy Temper's link in the chat, because he's probably busy restreaming right now. That would be awesome if somebody could do that. Just make sure you leave a comment on their videos, whether it's a short or a video. Yeah, like Nitro says right there, if you connect with his channel, subscribe to his channel, make sure you leave a comment so he can get you back. And what that means is if he sees that you left a comment and you have content on your channel, he's going to connect with you, which is, you know, hitting that bell button. Okay, Miss Vic BC put Tommy's link in the chat. Appreciate that. And everybody check out Vic BC Live's Friday night gaming. They do a Friday night gaming. It's a lot of fun. I don't participate in the games anymore just because I'm bad at trivia. And I'm not like all those pros. Like Diego and all those guys are always pretty good. And Loves What Heat's really good. So yeah, this stuff is pretty much done. Like I said, this is going to be a short one today. This is kind of like a test run. If the mic sounds pretty good, well, I know the mic sounds like crap, so I don't even want any feedback. It's a webcam mic. I'm going to get a Rode mic eventually. That way I don't have to switch back and forth to microphones. Funny, Graham, typing in link. I know you don't have any content on your channel, but that's funny. Let's see, it sounds good to me. Yeah, it's good enough for kitchen stuff. Yeah. Can y'all hear Poker Face music in the background at all? Alright, I'm probably going to wrap this stream up here in a second, but we're going to end it with, this is how I do my kitchen workflow here. So I'm going to cut off the burner, but it's still hot, so what I do is I move my plate over here. So this plate's warming up really nice. And then what that also does is when you turn off the burner and you let your food rest for a second, when it starts cooling off, anything that might want to stick on the bottom of your skillet, this is a stainless steel, will release. And that's the trick to cooking eggs as well. If you don't want eggs to stick, you always want to go from hot to cold. So you want to start off at your hottest temperature to melt your butter, and then when you pour the eggs in there, you want to lower the temperature right before you pour the eggs in there, and that'll stop as long as the temperature's dropping, that'll help the eggs from sticking to any type of skillet. So there's another pro tip. And I've been cooking since I was a little kid, so yeah. Graham's really messing with Nightbot. So the plate's getting pretty warm. Like right now, just touching the bottom of it burns my hand. So in a second, the plate will be completely warm. So I'm up for ideas on the cooking club. And again, the membership's free. I'm going to have people's names going across the banner of the members of the cooking channel, or the cooking segment. It's going to be hopefully a daily cooking segment. So if anybody's got any names that can be for the club, I'm thinking about the club could be called Leftovers. The Leftover Club. That's kind of low rent. It could just be Fry Cooking Club, but that sounds kind of lame. So everybody that you see in here that are new people to the channel, please connect with each other. Let's see. Fry, the band is Color Theory, right? The band I'm playing right now is Poker Face. Deep Fried. Yeah, okay, so that Rob and Jan Can Van, that will go up into the list of the cooking club. Yeah, type link in the chat, Rob, because I know you feature food and stuff sometimes too. I'm pretty sure you do. Let me check. And I'll put your link in the chat if you're not going to do it. Go to channel. So I'm going to Rob Can Van videos. See if you've done any food stuff lately. I know I've watched you do some food stuff previously. But yeah, if you do food, and actually, even if you don't do food, and you give me a shout out on your short video, it can be a short only a short. You can be in the club, and that way, at the end of the stream, I'll give you a shout out before I end the stream, that the fact that you're in the club, and you'll be scrolled across the banner. So Fry Refried, okay. So Jay Wade says Fry Refried. So we got Fry Refried. This will all be stored in Nightbot. And we got Deep Fried, the Deep Fried Club. I'm kind of liking the Deep Fried Club. I'm kind of leaning towards that one, because whenever we would deep fry channels when we were promoting back in the day, that's what we do to get people linked up. So this plate's really hot right now, and you think, oh, my food's getting cold. No, it's not. So this is a lot more food than I would normally eat, but So do we want to put the? No, I don't want to. We'll keep the cheese and the potatoes together, and we're going to put the venison and rice separate off to the side here. And then we got the potatoes going on top of the bed of cheese with Bragg nutritional yeast. And there we go. That's what we're dealing with. Plate's a little bit warm. But we got sweet potatoes and potatoes on a bed of grass-fed cheese with venison and rice over here, which is amazing tasting. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Let's see, the Fry Chef Club. All right, so like I said, I'm Fry Baby Fry. I got a lot going on today, so I need to wrap it up anyway. Fry Cookery. We'll just keep putting them in the chat, and again, we're going to go. I'm going to work on doing this daily. I'm going to do daily lives. When I'm in the kitchen, it's just going to be fast-paced like this, and I'm going to hit it and get it because I've got so much work to do lately. So, computer, play Stalker by Poker Face from Plex.
Playing by Poker Face from the album Made in America.
Alright, love you all. When the song's over with, we're ending the stream. This is a band called Poker Face. This song is called Stalker.
Signs that you care, touching private innuendos, wishing, hoping I was there. I look at you through the night scope while you're brushing out your hair, and I see your naked form so clearly. You don't even know I'm there. You feel my stare, feel my presence everywhere. Who said I was fair when our stalkers everywhere? You feel my stare, feel my presence everywhere. Who said I was fair when our stalkers everywhere?
Hey, Raven King, Arte Z,